Morning guys, welcome to another Expand workout. Today I'm joined by Kyle and Kat, because who doesn't want to be involved on arm day? We are going to work through a 12-minute AMRAP, which is going to be bicep and tricep focused. So you are going to work through 50 hammer curls, which Kyle's going to demonstrate for us. So you want to step into the band, you're going to hold a hammer grip on the band, and you're going to curl from the elbows just up to the chest. Nice. And you're going to move through 50 reps of that movement. You're then going to move into 50 reps of tricep extension. This you're going to do from a fixed point. So you can see Kat's fastening her band just to the bottom of the railing we've got here. Obviously, you can use a sofa leg or a coffee table. Just make sure it's heavy enough to anchor the band. And you're going to extend both hands overhead and contract that tricep right at the top of the movement. The further away from the fixed point you go, the more resistance there'll be on the band and the harder the movement will become. Then you're going to move into 50 alternating band curls. So this is going to be 25 reps on each arm. So again, you're going to step into the band. This one won't be a hammer grip. It's going to be an underhand grip. And you are going to alternate, again, elbows pinned at the sides. You're going to alternate the right arm, then the left arm. And again, the longer you spend under tension, you can see Kyle's reps are nice and slow. The longer you spend under tension, the more growth you are going to instigate. Last movement is going to be 25 narrow grip press-ups. You're going to pop the band behind your back. If it sits just below your shoulder blades, it'll probably stop the band slipping off. And then the closer your hands are, the more focus you're going to put on your triceps. You can see Kat's hands there. She's almost making a bit of a diamond shape between her index finger and thumb. And you're going to press. You can see the scale that Kat's using there as well. She's just dropped down to her knees to demonstrate when it starts to get tough. If you drop to your knees, it will make the movement just slightly easier. And we are going to work through that whole workout, as many rounds and reps as possible, for 12 minutes. Both ready? Beautiful. So your first movement is going to be 50 hammer curls into 50 tricep extensions, into 50 alternating band curls, and 25 narrow grip press-ups. Cool. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So 50 reps of hammer curl. Nice, guys. You can see Kat's taking up a little bit of the slack on her band, just to add a little bit of extra resistance. And Kyle's got his hands sort of shoulder width on that band. As always, a way to adjust the resistance during these workouts. The closer together your hands are on the band, the more length you're going to give yourself, and the slightly easier the reps become. If you want to make it more difficult, or if you want to start difficult and make it easier as the workout goes on, you can hold further and further down that band so you pick up more and more slack. You'll probably end up with a band like Kat has, with a little bit of slack dangling between your hands. Nice, team. So you're going to move through 50 reps. With an AMRAP as well, you will reach different points of this workout at different times. So unlike an EMOM, where the time dictates how far through the workout you all are, you might find you're ahead of Kyle and Kat, you might find you're slightly behind. That is absolutely fine. You're going to work for 12 minutes, as many reps as possible. Nice, team. One thing I like to do, just to put the bicep into kind of full stretch at the bottom of the rep, is almost contract my triceps at the very back end of the hammer curl. So I contract the bicep at the top and the tricep at the bottom. But that is very much a personal preference. Nice, team. Let's go. Nice, Kyle. Good. When you've completed 50 reps, look at that. In sync. Onto your tricep extensions. Nice. You're going to move through 50 reps of these. These you'll probably get through slightly quicker than the bicep curls. Again, just make sure you think about actively squeezing that tricep at the top, and you get a good stretch at the back end of the rep. Nice, Kat. Yeah, nice, Carl. Good work. Good. As I said earlier on, the further away from your fixed point you are, the more tension you'll have on the band. The other thing you might find at home as well, if you're using the bottom of the leg of a sofa or the bottom of a coffee table, your band might be fixed physically lower down. So if it's coming from the floor, if you're not quite as far away from that fixed point as Kat and Kyle are, you might find that you're still mimicking the same level of resistance because your band is anchored that little bit lower. So play about with it. You also might find the movement is much more kind of vertical for you if you're stood closer to a fixed point by your heels versus stepping away from it and the movement becoming a little bit more horizontal. Nice. Just think about keeping those triceps under as much tension as possible. Big squeeze at the top. When you've completed 50 reps, unanchor that band and you are into your alternating single arm curls. And this you're going to do with a supinated grip. So you're going to rotate your little finger towards your face on each rep. You'll find it squeezes the bicep in a slightly different way. Nice, team. Let's go. One of the things that you might not think about with this movement is the side of the hand that the band is coming out. So by that, I mean if I'm stood on the band and I hold it kind of logically, the band is exiting my hand by my thumb. That'll almost help with an external rotation because the point of pulling down on my hand is where there is most resistance. So that'll actually force the thumb side of my hand to rotate externally. If I was holding the band with a kind of inverted hammer grip, you'll almost find that you're working against that band to externally rotate your hand as well. So have a play about with band position. You can see if I have the band exiting my hand by my little finger, I'm fighting a lot more to keep that external rotation. If the band exits my hand by my thumb, it's a lot easier to keep that external rotation. And you might prefer one, there's no right or wrong way to hold that band. You'll have a preference one way or the other. Nice. And again, it will be slightly strange to complete this movement alternating whilst having both hands holding the band. So try and keep one hand as relaxed as possible while you really work through that other hand as you complete those reps, and squeeze each bicep as hard as you can. When you've completed those 50 reps, which is 25 reps on each arm, you're going to move into your narrow grip press ups. You can see Kat's got the band over the center of her back just below her shoulder blade, so it'll stop it slipping up towards the back of your neck. She's got her hands probably 2 to 3 inches closer than if she was doing a standard press up, which focuses the tricep. The other thing that can focus the tricep even more is if you rotate your hands inwards just ever so slightly. That'll move the focus from being fairly chest dominant to fairly tricep dominant. Don't go too far because you'll put your shoulders in a vulnerable position, but a slight internal rotation just focuses that tricep a little bit more. You can see the other thing that Kyle's doing is he's kind of looped the band around his wrist and through his hand. Just another creative way to pick up more tension on the band and just make this movement just that little bit more harder, or a little bit more difficult, I should say. 25 reps, and then you are back onto your hammer curls. Let's go then, Kat. We're approaching 7 minutes, so you're over halfway. If you've just about completed one round like the guys here have, try and get as close to 2 full rounds as possible whilst maintaining good form. Nice, Kat. Good job. You can see at the bottom of Kat's rep, her hands are coming to almost a complete relaxed state, which is great. I mean, she's letting that band go right to its limit before curling back through the movement. Let's go, Carl. Get there. Yes, mate. You can see Kyle's close grip press ups. He gets a real good squeeze of that tricep right at the top of the rep as well. The harder you squeeze that muscle, the more effective that movement's going to be. Yes, Cat. Nice, team. Let's go. Kyle's back round to his hammer curls. Again, as always, feet placement can dictate difficulty. The wider your feet are, the more band that you're collecting at the bottom of your band, the less there is to play with at the top, and that harder it makes the bicep curl. Nice, team. Again, think about pinning those elbows in place. You almost want to think about me putting a bar through one elbow, through your core and out the other elbow. You almost want to imagine them being hinged. So there's very little movement. What we don't want to see is them coming back and using momentum to curl that band. Nice pinned elbows, shoulders back and down. Think about putting those shoulder blades in your back pocket. Pin your elbows and a nice strong curl. Hard contraction of the bicep at the top. Nice, Cat. Onto your tricep extensions. Let's go, team. We're over 9 minutes into the final 3 minutes. Let's go. Great job, team. Nice. Again, with your tricep extension, if you walk your hands further down that band, that'll increase the resistance. If it's becoming more difficult and you're starting to break a lot more, that's absolutely fine. If you need to make the movement easier, either step back towards your anchor point or just loosen off the band so that your hands are almost touching each other on that band. It'll just allow you just to increase the volume, just to make those sets slightly bigger in between breaks. Yes, Kyle. Lovely, Cat, good work. Future videos, one quite useful way to anchor your band is to tie a knot in the band, like so, and just slide it underneath the edge of a door if you've got enough clearance. The knot will hold one side of the door and allow you to create a nice anchor point that's as low as it can possibly be. If you've got coffee tables or sofas, I mean, by now we're 11 minutes into this workout, so I'm sure you've figured it out. But if you've got coffee tables or sofas, particularly heavy pets, whatever works. Nice, Cat. Yes, Kyle. Let's go. We are into our final minute, team. 45 seconds, just under. Let's go. Every rep you've got left. Squeeze that muscle as hard as you can. Nice hard contraction. Yes, Kyle. Good job. Let's go. 30 seconds. Push for me now, team. Final 20 seconds. Yes, Cat. Nice, Kyle. Try not to break for me now, team. Last 15 seconds. Everything you've got, then you're done. That's why you do these videos. Thoughtless, easy training. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, and time. Nice, team. Good job. Thanks for joining us, guys. We'll see you again soon.